Am I ever going to be 100% again?
It's a good question.
Do you think there's some Instagram models out there that owe you their career?
Well, honestly, shouts to Kylie Jenner and Stassi. Like, you know,
They just came clean about
they're telling about all their shit. They're like, yeah, I've got this. I've got over the skin, under the skin.
What's one of the craziest requests you've ever had from a client that you've been like, nah, I'm not doing that?
I did have someone come in once with infected butt implants, and she didn't want them out. It was like they were literally had a hole. I could see the implant, and they're draining.
I'm back, baby. I'm taking over. Everybody, all my enemies, you better watch out.
He used to be out on the corner, he was dealing in drugs. Got himself a barber's chair and gave awesome cuts. Now he's a podcaster, his life, he'll talk about it with us. And now it's
All right, guys. We have a very exciting episode today. The man who fixed my eye. I'm just going to come right out and say it. I know you guys wrote an intro for me here. Today's guest isn't just a plastic surgeon. He's the Michelangelo of Beverly Hills, the Da Vinci of double chins, and the guy you call when your mirror starts hurting your feelings, as was my mirror. I had a big beef with my mirror for 5 years. Hopefully we're still, a couple weeks out, but happy to have you in here. We're not just going to be talking about my surgery. We're going to be talking boob jobs, exciting stuff. Yeah, of Ozempic. Who is the most famous person you've operated on? I already know, Angelina Jolie. That's crazy. What did you do to her? She's perfect.
Wow. I wish I could tell you who I actually operated on. I'm not allowed to tell you, and they would probably have me killed if I did tell you. But as far as your eye goes, I was very happy about your eye.
Yeah.
I think it turned out really good. It's still healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Have you shown anybody your eye yet? Have you
I mean, I posted on like my Instagram story and stuff, but I don't, because people are going to be hating. They're going to start talking shit on you. Like, they fucked it up. Give it a couple days. It's been 4 days since surgery.
People can talk shit if they want. The bottom line is the body takes time to heal. And this is just like a few days out. This is crazy. You're less swollen now than before surgery.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
People need to understand though. I mean, this is surgery. Like when you do cosmetic surgery, people come in like, I want to be skinny overnight. I'm like, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
You're gonna lipo you. You're gonna swell. You're gonna hurt.
It's gonna be painful even with that. Just do the sit-ups maybe. Consider just doing the sit-ups.
That works. And then 6 to 12 weeks later, then you look good.
Yeah. So. What do you think about this? How I do this? How sometimes I film with sunglasses on because I get insecure.
Oh, that's normal. That's what people do. I mean, that's why we.
Have you ever done a surgery with sunglasses on?
No, unfortunately I would be more insecure with sunglasses. I think I would be able to see very well.
Yeah. You want to be able to have those eyes working full blast. So this was our third attempt together.
Correct.
And I did about 8 attempts with another surgeon, and just tricky stuff, man. I had people telling me like, go see this doctor. I remember this doctor, we could censor his name, but his name was Dr. Honig.
Okay.
And he was like, we are going to take a cadaver. So they take a little piece of the ligament in your leg and they tie it behind your eye socket, behind your eyeball. So it would push it forward and all these crazy things. And I'm bouncing around to all these spots and nothing felt right. And I was like, do I just give up on this shit? And then I bumped into you in Equinox. And that's when you were like, yeah, we could touch that up.
Yeah.
And you do what I do to people. Like, I know it's not really the best comparison because you went to how many years of medical school?
Well, it's
10 years.
4 years of med school and then 8 years of residency. So
yeah, I never even went to barber school. But when I look at people, I'm looking at their hair. I'm like, how can I fix that? It's just a natural habit. I'm like, what can I do to make this better? Do you do that with everybody you see or just your patients? Because you did it with me. I saw you like just staring at the one messed up eye and in Equinox, and you were like, yeah, we could take a little off the top right there. Just, drill in put some bone paste there.
When I first started residency, I did that for everybody. I mean, literally everybody. Now I don't do it as much. I mean, I'm just kind of, you can't do that all the time. I mean, your brain's got to take a rest sometimes.
Yeah.
But
what about with a family member? What about with your wife? Do you ever look at her and be like...
Never. What are you, crazy?
Like, hey, babe, why don't you stop by tomorrow?
Yeah.
We're going to snip that. I mean...
Build the wife.
Yeah, whatever. That's just... I mean, it's a crazy thing you do because you do so many different procedures. You're a jack of all trades. It's not just the eye. You're not just a neuro-optometrist, which is what...
Yeah,
kind of you became for my surgery.
I'm a plastic surgeon. I don't work on the eyeball. necessarily, but I work on everything around it. So I'm trained in, that's the thing about plastics. We're trained in so many things. It's really broad.
Yeah.
And I'm the kind of guy who I enjoy doing different things. I don't want to be just like the nose guy, do 8 noses a day for the rest of my life. I'd kill myself. I
have a lot of people in my comments, just haters, you know, they'll say that I keep on doing cosmetic surgeries to try to get my eye to look normal. Even if that was the case, fuck you, I'd be doing that fine. You know, that is the case. But was my surgery, was it necessary on another level from just being aesthetic?
Yeah. No, I mean, especially this last one we did, because you had double vision all the time. You had chronic swelling.
Suck my dick, you haters. Sorry, I get like out of the internet, you know, because people talk shit and it's like they think they know, and I'm dealing with heavy stuff and I don't want to like, you know, get too into it. But I'm doing a whole eye episode, so fuck you. They're like, when are you gonna stop complaining about your eye?
Well, and it's funny though, when people get messed up, they just want to get back to where they were. That's just the way it is. I mean, I do a lot of breast reconstruction from like breast cancer. You lose one or both breasts, and you don't need a breast to survive, right?
Yeah.
But nobody complains when a woman wants her breast reconstructed because they want to feel like they did. Nobody wants to feel half.
Did you hear what they pressed back there?
I did. Yes, I did.
Now do you get why the headphones?
I get it.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Your eye.
Boobs. I mean, yeah.
Boobs, eye. Yeah. So women that get boob jobs, sometimes they get botched up and they come to you to get fixed up.
I do more visions now than primaries. I almost never do primaries because, I mean, honestly, I charge too much. People don't want to pay my prices for a primary. They want to go somewhere inexpensive. And I'm sure a lot of the times they turn out great, but when they don't, then they come to me.
Yeah. So you're the guy they go to once they've screwed up on, the first time, and now
or the 10th time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly. You did some new tech to me this time around. You took my CT scan and you built my eye socket. And that was pretty cool because that didn't exist back when I was getting my like metal plates put in my eye like after the accident. I had this guy that was a really nice guy, and he was a smart guy, but he just kind of did his own thing and he made his own plates, and they were just, after a while, they just started being uncomfortable.
I mean, the techniques where you bend your own plates isn't a bad technique, and that's how we were trained in residency. Yeah. But this new stuff is cool just because you can get a 3D printed of your
eye socket,
of exactly
of my good eye socket, and they put it on the bad one.
Exactly.
Do they do that with boobs? Can they 3D print a boob?
No, they don't do that yet. But people are talking about doing that for like a biological implant that can turn into breast tissue eventually. But that's years away.
What's some new stuff that's on the market that's coming out soon, like this tech that I just got, that I got put in my eye? Because there's a lot of people that watch me just, I have like an injury audience, like people that got screwed up and they just like, I'll just watch this guy because he's always dealing with some shit. And we relate on that. But is there any like new stuff that's gonna come out? Is cancer getting cured? Are we gonna be able to? Are you gonna make people walk again? Like
all this stuff is coming little by little. I mean, it'll be interesting. I think a lot of things will be cured in our lifetime, but it's not like tomorrow. All medicine is slow. They have all these really cool things that are right on the cusp, but you have to make sure you're not gonna hurt somebody by doing them. So it takes a long time to validate these things.
Yeah.
Like stem cell therapies, and that's a big one, and that's slowly moving forward. There's value now, but we're just at the tip of understanding of what, tip of the iceberg of understanding, well, why does it work and what is it doing? Gene therapy, it's another one. I mean, we have CRISPR, which is crazy. We can edit your genes. There's immunotherapies. There are immunotherapies they use that can cure certain cancers.
What would that be used for?
Wait,
the
you
gene
can edit
editing?
Genes? Yeah.
Well, if you have a genetic disease.
Like if I wanted to be
taller?
No, well,
I was going to say black.
Darker.
Well, they probably could do. They could make you produce more melanin. There's actually a drug that can do that.
Don't tell me that. I'll come back in here next week canceled for sure.
There's an implantable. It's a kind of peptide actually, but you implant it and it slowly releases this drug, and it makes your body think it's getting sunlight, and you get tan.
Yeah,
but more than tan, you actually get all the other secondary benefits too, like
so you're getting tan, and you're not having to be outside
like Olivey, right?
Have like the negatives of what the sun does.
Yeah. Wrinkles
up your skin, all
and
that
that's
stuff.
The cosmetic portion, but there's some real like medical value too.
So I'm gonna start injecting my tan.
That's what Michael Jackson. Well, no, he did the other way around.
Yeah, he had vitiligo. And that's
yeah. We had a friend that had that on his penis, actually.
Yeah. Well, you
It's
can have it
right
all
there.
over. People
Yeah.
get in their faces.
Got it sit right down the middle. Two-tone, we call them.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because he had it right in the
He's
middle.
probably proud of that, no?
Showed it a lot,
Yeah,
surprisingly.
pinstripes
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah. All right, guys, this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. It is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And as you guys know, I am one that does not hold back from talking about my feelings and my mental health and all that stuff. You guys had enough of it over here. So I am going to talk to a trained professional once again. I am using BetterHelp. I've used BetterHelp in the past. I've gone through several different therapists. I've tried out, actually just two. I went two different guys. I use a man and a woman just to feel out. You know, I would probably rather talk to a man. Men today face immense pressure to perform, to provide, and keep it all together. So it's no wonder that 6 million men in the U.S. suffer from depression, especially all the ones that got hit by cranes every year, and it's often undiagnosed. It's okay to struggle. Real strength comes from opening up about what you're carrying and doing something about it so you can be at your best for yourself and everyone in your life. It's okay to talk. It helps people. They can relate to you. Nobody's perfect, all right? Share what's going on in that brain of yours. Get help. Keep talking, lad. If you're a man and you're feeling the weight of the world, talk to someone, anyone, a friend, a loved one, a therapist, which can be found on BetterHelp. I've actually gone through 2 different therapists now on BetterHelp because it's okay. You can change them at any time. Sometimes I miss a week, I'm not going to lie. But every time I sit through that therapy session, I feel better. I feel smarter. I feel like I have advice to pass on to generations to come. For example, it's helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself. It isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma like this guy right here, you know? It's also for normal people too. With over 35,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works. With an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5, based on over 1.7 million client reviews. You know, you can't make that up. It's convenient too. You can join a session with a therapist with a click of a button, helping you fit the therapy into your busy life, plus switch therapists at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/JeffFM. That's BETTERHELP.com/JEFFFM. 3 Fs. So you're training in New York. I'm moving back to New York in a week. I'm excited to go back out there and get back to my roots.
Yeah, I miss New York. I don't miss it every day because LA is great too, but I do miss it sometimes. I was there for my whole young adulthood.
It's the place to grow up for sure. I definitely would want to raise my kids there or whatever. You specialize in, let's just get to the point. You specialize in the boob jobs, you know?
Well, that's one of the things I do a lot of, yeah. Or the boob revision.
When did that click in your head? Like, I want to be a doctor that does boob jobs. When puberty hit?
Yeah, believe it or not, that wasn't my main motivation, but my friends. I have so many friends that call me. I'm like, dude, can I be the tester? Can I do the before and after? Or maybe just the after, you know?
Just men are disgusting perverts. Huh? Just let me in the room or something. I wanted to hold the silicone one. What's wrong with me?
Yeah. It is kind of squishy and cool though, isn't it?
But yeah, facial aesthetics. It's like so many things you do. You do transgender surgeries.
I do.
So what's that like?
So that's actually very rewarding because you get to completely change somebody and you're actually making a big difference in their life too.
Yeah.
So you're helping these people really feel like their genuine selves. I mean, I think that's true for everybody, honestly. Anyone who comes to my door and wants something done is because they feel like they're not their genuine self in some way.
What's more popular? Is it men going to women or
in my practice?
Do you do both?
I do both, but it's the vast majority of my practice is men to women. Just there's more surgeries.
What do you do with a penis after?
Yeah, I actually don't. That's the one part I don't.
You can't throw it in the trash. That's
it. All right, so I'm trained to do this.
Do people want to hold on to that?
You kind of reuse parts of it.
Because I hold even the plate that you gave me, I'll save that forever. You know, I'll make a chain out of it or something. Mm-hmm. So if I had my, I'm making a chain out of that too. I'm gonna hold on to that. It's just. But go on. Sorry.
Like freeze dry it or something.
Yeah, I guess whatever. I don't know what the options are.
So-
you tell me what the options are.
So it's I'm trained in that in the technique to do that conversion from male to female, but I don't actually do the bottom surgeries, they call it, or the SRS.
Oh, okay.
So only because you have to do a lot of that one to be good at it, so you don't have complications and things.
Yeah.
So I'd leave that to people who that's their primary.
I would
practice.
send it to somebody in a box, like in the mail. The
But
enemy,
So one of the techniques is you
Yeah.
and you more and you turn it inside.
Yeah. I've been, all up in there. No, I'm kidding. I never. I don't know anything
Went to
about.
Thailand.
I went to Thailand. So what? I went to Thailand. Immediately, I had sex with ladyboys. I went out there to train Muay Thai.
Yeah.
So let's talk about me. That's what everybody tunes in for.
Yeah.
Am I ever going to be 100% again?
It's a good question.
Well, who the fuck's calling me right now? Cody fucking... just as I asked the most important question in my life. Piece of shit. So I was Epic dealer, or the street one.
So whether it gets to 100% is hard to say. It's been so many years of it not being 100%.
Yeah.
So sometimes achieving the 100% from this far out is hard. Is potentially hard.
That was a trick question. I already knew it was never going to be 100%. I just wanted you, to give me an honest answer, and you did.
Yeah.
That's all I could ask for. Even with my guys, I'll have to I hit up Kyle the other day. I was like, hey, I spent time with Ivan today. Can you call him and ask him how my eye looked? Because I got a bunch of yes men around me, I'm paying them to say, yes, your eye looks good, so I want to know the truth. And Kyle, he sent me a nice video of him calling him. He's like, yeah, his eye actually looked way better than I thought it would look. I'm surprised, so you got everybody shocked over here. Your goddamn hero.
Well, leaning on technology. Technology has brought us a long way as a race.
Yeah.
Do you use AI in your practice?
We do, actually. We just instituted AI as a sort of like a concierge of like phone attendant. So, and you can also if you like text in our website and ask questions, that's AI. But but we actually have someone answering the phone that's actually AI.
You also have hot nurses too. That's what I should just mention. I don't want to say anyone specifically, but
I think it'll be a while before AI can replace real hot girls.
Do you think there's some Instagram models out there that owe you their career?
I would never presume to think that they owe me a career.
Not that they owe you, but
but have I changed people's looks that now they have used to make money? Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's some girls out there that are making millions a month on other platforms and stuff we won't get into, but that could be all your work.
They're not cutting in Rogers on it.
The truth is, I'm in LA, right? And so in LA, you see tons of people in the industry. So yeah, the bottom line is I worked on a lot of people who now use their looks as their part of their careers.
Yeah. Let's get into some other weirdos out there. What's one of the craziest requests you've ever had from a client that you've been like, nah, I'm not doing that. I can't do that. Because you took a risk with my eye. Even that for you is something that you don't do every day.
Yeah, and stuff like this can always not turn out great, and I know that. But
yeah,
but this is why I enjoy.
And I'm on social media posting about you, like you would have had an army after you, like stakes outside your office, like you fucking fucked up Jeff's eye. But no, you did your best.
I'm confident in my abilities, whether that's smart or not, but I am. So, that second step where we put in the bone paste and you reacted to it, that was an unforeseen weird reaction.
Yeah, that gave me probably the worst 6 months of my life. Yeah, I told you I had a problem. I relapsed. I was just miserable. I didn't want to leave the house. And it's crazy how much your appearance can affect you like that, And I torture myself. Like I'll watch like Vanilla Sky. I watch weird movies about like facial deformations or accidents and how it just changes your whole life. And yeah, those probably aren't the best to watch.
Probably not, but when
you're going through stuff.
Well, everyone's got their own process, right?
Yeah, but I don't have to worry about it anymore. See, I'm like jinxing it. It's too soon. We're 4 days out. I could see a little bit out of it, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. No, but I made a post instantly, and I was still at the hospital. I was at a facility. I was at your place, and I was just so confident because I peeked out of it, and I felt like I had an eye socket again. So that's a big deal. Do you guys... in the bathroom back there, do you guys have Cash App yourselves?
We do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you use it often?
Yeah.
Do you ever have any issues sending or requesting money from friends?
Not once.
No, not really.
Yeah, that's right, because it is the safest and easiest way to send and receive money. Cash App is a safe, easy, and fast way to send, receive, and transfer money to family and friends. All you gotta do is enter your phone number and enter some other basic information. No bank account needed, no waiting. It's secure and safe. Cash App has your back. If you're about to send money to some sketchy account, a scam warning pops up, which is super dope. You know, because I'm always getting tricked and scammed. Is paying the entire bill and saying, just get me next time cool, or is that lame? You could just split it through Cash App. Why is that? Personally, I usually just, you know, take care of everything, and I say, thank you guys for coming out to dinner. For a limited time, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real, there's no catch. Just download the Cash App and sign up. Use our exclusive referral code JEFFFM. That's JEFFFM, 3 F's in a row. Just put that in your profile and send $5 to a friend within 14 days and you'll get $10 dropped right in your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. Thank you for sponsoring the show. Now let's get back on with it. What is the craziest thing a client has ever asked for that you were like, no, I can't do that?
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, people don't ask for like
cut the tongue, like a lizard tongue.
They never asked me. You don't need a doctor to do that. You can go to like
yeah.
There's all kinds of people that do that for you. I'm trying to think what's the weirdest thing people have asked for.
Like change their eye color.
Well, you can do that too now.
Get the fuck out of here.
You can go to ophthalmologists. They can put permanent contacts in and change your eye.
Why don't you hook me up with a blue eye when you were in there?
Well, I'm not. I don't work on the eyeball. Only around there.
So now they can actually. It's like a done deal. FDA approved. Like they could change your eye color if you want blue eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's still it's a surgery. I mean, a lot of people aren't going to have surgery. You can just wear contacts.
And it's a surgery that goes under that eye skin, that like seal.
The cornea. You have to make it a little. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what always freaked me out was that like that getting popped or something. Because after the surgery this time, I went to the hyperbaric chamber and I'm not going to lie, like I blew my nose a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And blood just shot everywhere. And it was all over the glass. And I don't know. For those of you who don't know what a hyperbaric chamber is, it's kind of like a plane, like a chunk of a plane they chopped out, and it's compressed oxygen. So it's pure oxygen that goes into your blood, into your brain, heals everything.
At high pressure.
Yeah, high pressure. So it feels like you're on a plane, like when you're taking off and landing, you feel that in your ears. But I had just sprayed blood all over this place, all over your beautiful hyperbaric chamber. And the nurse is outside and she just is looking through the glass at me and she sees blood all over this. And you can't take me out for 10 minutes. Otherwise my head explodes or something, right? I was just like this sitting in there, like, all right. I thought my eye had popped at this time, and I was just like, whatever.
Well, that makes more sense now that you say you blew your nose. Now that that is all coming together.
Yeah. I don't want to tell you because I don't want to get in trouble. Because they say in fights, like fighters, like if you get your nose broken, don't blow your nose because it'll blow your eyes up, and all the blood will go to your eyes, and then you can't see. That's why the fighters, like boxers, they have that metal thing that they put on to really get the swelling down. So
it's the same kind of thing. It's because you have a communication between your eye socket and your sinus, because your medial wall, the wall inside your eye socket, was blown out, and it's all we did. We just repaired it just now, and I was just, it was still all fresh.
Yeah,
even though it was 5 years old.
It's the injury's 5 years old, but that plate was fresh. And when this happened, all I know is my eye hurts. I'm on anesthesia still, kind of a little bit. It's like it lingers in your blood the day of, and I just felt a pop and blood was everywhere. So I was like, all right, we try. You know, it's been 11. I'm just going to deal with it. I'm going to go get a Michael Bisping eye or something. And luckily I came out and you're like, nah, you're all good. Again.
I got to say, the worst case scenario, you would look pretty cool with an eye patch.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah, the whole pirate thing.
That was next for this because I was not doing another
you can get it like
surgery.
bedazzled or something.
Yeah. And I already started having to close my eye to read and watch TV and stuff. So I was like, you know, I just wouldn't surrender to it. The guys were telling me just wear a fucking eye patch. And I was like, fuck you.
I really thought you were going to like consider that after Rogers told you, after what we've been telling you for so long.
No, I don't need to anymore.
No, I know. But like, even if Rogers just told you right now, I thought you were going to be like, oh, you know what? I will wear an eye patch.
I would if he told me because he's a doctor, Kyle, not a pot smoking editor. Fucking. The boys actually did put together a little game there's a lot of people right now that have lost a lot of weight through Ozempic. You know, so we have a list of people that, you know, you don't have to answer, but it would be a lot more fun if you did.
I'll do my best.
Just say, who do you think used Ozempic and who do you think did it naturally?
Okay.
And we'll give you sort of a time frame too.
Okay.
Are they on Ozempic? Very nice, guys. Oh man, look at these.
Are they on
these
ready?
pigs just chewing down the pens?
This is just the title of the game.
Subject number 1.
That's interesting.
But you could suck a lot of fat out of those 3.
So we got Scott Disick in 2019. Scott Disick
Oof.
in 2024.
That's not even like a healthy weight loss. I think that's.
Yeah, I bet he's not on Ozempic.
Looks like he's a UFC fighter cutting weight with those eyes. Like,
I'm not sure you'd
Pushed
want to
in.
look that way. I mean,
You think that's like an abuse of Ozempic potentially?
That's fucking.
I mean that does happen. It
Yeah.
does. But
I just want to be young.
Yeah,
and they
I mean,
just keep stabbing themselves.
I mean, truth is, this is Hollywood. Freaking everyone's on Ozempic.
Yeah.
But so it'd be easy for me to just say, yeah, everybody's on Ozempic.
What do you think
Every single-
Jared Leto does? Do you think he drinks children's blood, or does transfusions with baby blood?
I mean, he seems like he's he tries very hard to be fit. Honestly.
Yeah, right.
You know, he works out a lot. I mean, he's been really jacked.
Is he one of your clients? Is that why you can't talk bad on him?
No, I mean, I've never taken care of. I've met him, but I've never taken care of him.
I met him a couple times
Yeah.
too.
He was nice.
Stole one of my
You stole something. from
girls.
him?
Yeah.
Oh.
So no,
long story.
you said
Yeah.
no
Whatever.
Ozempic.
Go pull up the next one.
He's not taking Ozempic.
Yeah,
No, we're gonna go no Ozempic and probably another drug.
Christina Aguilera, 2016, 2025.
Well, the very safe assumption is sure. Yeah, she's probably on Ozempic. Many people take. I mean, it's ridiculous how many people have taken Ozempic or one of the other GLP-1R agonists. So,
Moderna. I have an expert, a street expert, that we can call in after, but he just goes to Colombia and racks up a bunch and throws it in a thing, and I don't want to air out his whole plan, but
He's got to be careful though, because you do too much that you don't have anyone overseeing your care and you just go crazy. You can run into trouble. There's definitely problems that can happen.
so you should have a nurse admitting applying your.
Yeah, I mean, you should have something
Ozempic.
like a doctor nurse, somebody who can actually take a look at, like, occasionally get some labs, make sure they're not all screwed up, because that can happen. Make sure you're not setting yourself up some stuff for like something bad.
Because it makes you not hungry, right? It makes you nauseous, or have that feeling of a slight nauseous to where you don't need to eat.
It's not the nausea that stops you from eating, though it can, obviously. That when your dosing is just a little bit past where it probably should be, that's when you start feeling like sick to your stomach.
Yeah.
But you can have no symptoms if you're right in the sweet spot, and it still works really well. So it changes the way your body deals with like the glucose and insulin. It also decreases appetite directly. It slows down how fast your digestion occurs. Like your stomach stays full a lot longer.
Yeah, wow. I never thought, I didn't know all that. I thought I just made you nauseous. And
That
I
was my
like,
idea like 20 years ago. I'm like, let's make a pill that just makes you just a little sick to your stomach. So
Yeah.
you don't
yeah, like a bulimia pill, but you don't have to throw up. You just you just never even put the food down.
eat. It's like, oh, I don't feel good.
Damn, if you would have thought of that,
I did think about it. I just didn't do anything about
you
it.
didn't do anything about it. You got any other inventions or anything that you have? Or
Constantly
let's get
have
through
ideas.
this because
Yeah.
we'll talk about your inventions. at the
So
end.
she's on Ozempic?
Yes.
I would say probably. I mean, obviously, I'm saying this as a just guesstimate. I don't know the answer.
You're the
to these
professional
things.
here.
But yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Ooh,
Ethan
Ethan.
Klein in 2020. Ethan Klein 2025.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean,
That's a hell of a weight loss. I don't even know that guy on the left anymore.
yeah,
That's when he was my enemy.
I don't think I realized it was the same guy.
Oh,
Yeah, he's definitely on something.
He looks
Look
way
up.
better
Yeah.
fat.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
we're
yeah.
dogs. That's my boy, but
Yeah.
look how, I mean, it helped him so much because everybody used to just go, fat man bad. You're just fat. Like that's what everybody said online in the drama circles. They would just be like, you're fat. Shut up. Now they can't say that to him anymore. And he's actually a really intelligent guy and a smart debater, whatever you want to call it.
That may be
Yes.
why he decided to get so thin, so he couldn't say it
Yeah.
anymore.
Now they got nothing to say on him.
They can say you're so thin. How about that?
Yeah. So we'll go yes, but it's okay.
Yeah.
just.
I mean, he doesn't look bad. He just looks like a different person. He's so thin. Hopefully, he feels good.
Oh yeah, hopefully he's getting the proper nutrients, because I feel like that could get so addictive.
You can do
To where-
Ozempic and eat gummy bears all day and still lose weight.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, but you can.
Damn, that's what I do pretty much. I just eat gummy bears. I don't have much of a diet. I just overly exercise.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I'm pretty much on the gummy bear diet.
Okay, but wasn't it originally for diabetics? Ozempic?
Yes.
Fuck
So
them.
how?
Yeah. So
Who cares?
they
How does that
realized that
work?
these diabetics on it, even though it was fixing their insulin levels, they were also losing a ton of weight. So then they got a second indication from the FDA for weight loss.
So now there's no shortage. It's not like there's people with diabetes that are not able to get their medication.
No, I mean it can be a little bit harder to get, but they just changed it. That for a while, all the generics like the street Ozempic, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean that's technically legal, but they're starting to crack down a little bit on that because the shortage is almost done. I mean the companies are almost able to keep up with demand now.
Yeah.
All right, so Ozempic.
Yeah. We're gonna go with.
One more.
We're gonna go with yes.
Two more actually.
Mhm.
Ariana Grande 2019. Ariana Grande.
She don't need to
2024.
do that, man. She's, but also she was already like tiny.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't know about her because she was pretty small even before Ozempic came out. I
Yeah.
think she just lost a ton of weight, like using some other method.
I'm gonna go no Ozempic on her.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Last one.
Oh damn! Is that Zayn?
Zayn Hijazi 2021.
Damn!
Zayn.
Look at that.
4.
What do you think of that, Doc?
Well, certainly, unless he's just became like a total fitness fanatic.
Yeah,
He looks
changed
like
his
it, though.
life, man.
He looks like it. He looks
Changed
he's ripped.
who he
Yeah.
surrounded himself with, and he put down some substances, and now he just really got his life together.
That's absolutely possible though, without Ozempic.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. I'm not gonna say yes or no on this because I have a personal relationship with him, and that's just a funny video that you found on the left there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Are They on Ozempic?
All right, so what's your favorite part about your job? Is it that first cut of the skin, like Dexter, like the blood drop that you see,
No.
just form on the skin? You know, it's like a real art form.
It can be attractive, but no. For me, it's the completion of the project. So each person, each surgery, each person, each patient, they're projects to me, and I love that aspect because I'm so driven by that, by solving problems, the solution.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I have a solution, I get that little dopamine high. And
Yeah.
so that's my addiction, is solving problems. And
What about people that do too much? Would you ever tell somebody to their face, like Mickey Rourke has like a kind of like he went a little
Yeah.
crazy on the Botox? Would you be like,
Oh, yeah.
look, you got to stop?
Yep. Or I got to say,
Pull up
this
Mickey
is not right.
Rourke.
Yeah.
Like I have patients where like things have gone wrong somewhere, and I say, no, this doesn't look right. We have to fix this.
Yeah,
I say that because
because look,
they come to me for my opinion. I'm going to give it to them.
just look at that's like an old movie photo, but look at him just walking around the street, walking his dog.
Mm-hmm.
I love the guy. He fought like he acted and I had real boxing matches. He's like a true inspiration. He's
Mhm.
from New York. He's friends with my good friend. Look at him, Dolph Lundgren
Mhm.
there,
Yeah.
the Russian
It's-
from Rocky. But how can you not find a picture of Mickey Rourke's face blown up? Just go Mickey Rourke 2025. Look all the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
and
he just made
his,
Joe Siwa cry.
and his weight goes up and down like crazy too.
Yeah, he loves them
So-
cigarettes too.
So I heard a story about him from a friend. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that he went for his first facelift and whoever he went to just did not do a good job. So then he went to another guy to fix it and it didn't really get fixed. And so then he went and had a third one to try to make it better.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it ended up like that.
That's the problem, man.
Yeah.
You just go down these rabbit holes of surgeries. I'm so grateful that mine is, over with. All right, real quick. Today's episode is sponsored by SeatGeek. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. Right now, you can get tickets to the recently announced Beyonce, Kendrick Lamar, and SZA tour. Tyler, the Creator, Shakira, Bryce Vine, Chris Stapleton, Katy Perry, Post Malone, Morgan Wallen, everybody's on tour. Get on SeatGeek. I love using SeatGeek because I love going out, being out in the mix. You guys know me. I love using SeatGeek for all my tickets that I buy when I go to fights or whatever it is. And you know SeatGeek has your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good and red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And you know I came through for you guys, so use code Jeff2025 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off tickets with promo code Jeff2025. Thank you, SeatGeek, for sponsoring the show. Now let's get back on with it. What are your thoughts about everything going on right now in LA? Are you going to keep your practices in LA? You think this is still the future of plastic surgery, or you're going to get out of here?
Well, I built my practice. I'm going to stay here, but I do like the idea of expanding to other states potentially. We're thinking about it.
Did you see the video of all those Waymos on fire?
Oh, I heard about
the
it. But
Waymos. Pull it up.
Yeah.
Pull up that video.
No, I've been working all day. I haven't had time to watch any videos.
Yeah, we'll check this out.
This is happening all today?
Yeah, today.
This is happening right now.
yesterday.
All these Waymos are on fire.
Yeah. Well, you know, we live in interesting times, which is a curse and a blessing, isn't it?
So what do they do now that they burned all these Waymos? Do you think they're going to make Waymo?
That's what you wanted to do. Even before you got here,
know
right?
what?
It was like, pull up Waymo. Actually, no. Actually, yeah. Actually,
Save
no.
that. Save that one.
So I went to the protest to like take photos, and I went to take a Waymo there because I was like, holy fuck, my car's gonna get like broken into.
Damn.
And they blocked it. They blocked Waymos from going anywhere towards like the Capitol or the Union Hall, whatever it's called.
I've never even been in a Waymo. I have no idea what this even
It's
like.
a driverless Uber.
Yeah, no, I know what it is. I've just never been in one.
Yeah.
It's have you actually taken one?
No. Now they're all burned up.
That shit is wild.
You know, so that was great. Problem solved. Government fixed, right?
Why did they burn Waymos? What was the reason?
So it's the protesters are using it as a strategy to combat with the local law enforcement or military right now. So they're ordering these Waymos to go towards the police front line and then blowing them up with fireworks. So
But poor Waymo, because they're just like
they're
an
using it
independent
as,
company that is building this new tech.
They're
And
turning them into incendiary delivery devices. Yeah,
so you have chickens at home.
I do have chickens. Too many chickens.
And you do this because you want that organic egg from them every single day.
That was
You feed your
that
family.
was my primary motivation. I eat more than my kids are all like, I hate eggs at this point. I think we have too many damn eggs. I bring them. Come over. I'll give
She
you.
would have brought some here. Yeah.
I have so many eggs.
how much
it's
do you want for a
ridiculous.
cart?
We had.
You could start selling eggs.
Yeah,
That's
seriously,
right.
I like eggs.
Tariffs.
I know I should. I've been trying to get my kids to go around the neighborhood and sell them. I get over 150 eggs a week.
What?
Yeah, they're cool though. They're all different colors.
You could solve hunger in, what's that? Where do you go? Guatemala? That's
Guatemala.
You go there once a year?
I go there on usually February every year. It's the LA team. So we have a team that goes down there. So anybody out there who wants to donate, please do, because it's a great cause. We go down and we give medical care to all these people who otherwise wouldn't get it. I mean,
Like what kind of medical care? Are you giving boob jobs to people that are, because no offense. Yeah. I'm just curious. Like,
it's necessary stuff. Like for me, I do a lot of cleft lips and palates and burns and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But we have a big team. So we have general surgeons that go down there, take out gallbladders, fix hernias. We have ENT surgeons that are taking out thyroid cancers and parotid tumors, taking out tonsils. We have OBGYN taking out uteruses and other types of cancers. I mean, they have dentists, they have pediatricians. We bring like almost 100 people down every year.
Yeah. That's incredible. Why there? What made you pick Guatemala?
It's the group is called Helps International, and they started many years ago by one gentleman who I think married a Guatemalan, so he just felt connected to Guatemala.
Yeah.
So it's just Guatemala, and I met the nurse who
Damn,
runs
the power! He just met one chick out there, and then all these people getting all these surgeries because that one girl.
Yeah.
I wonder if she knows what she did
I
to
think
save that town.
Yeah, they're still involved. Yeah,
Yeah.
So the nurse who kind of runs that whole team, the LA team, I bumped into her at Cedars years ago when I used to do cases there, and she's like, "I'm looking for a plastic surgeon for this trip." I'm like, "I'll go," and that was almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Wait, let's come back to like what started, I don't know, your curiosity for the career.
I was always a very creative kid. I mean, I was artistic. I was the kid, the little artist in the class, growing up. I always loved that kind of stuff. And I always wanted to do something that was creative, artistic with my hands. And my parents are both...
whoa. Come on in. Is this your guy or my guy? Oh, Ari, come on in. This is
Hey.
he's my gay neighbor.
Hi.
This is Leif. Talking to the mic because nobody can hear what you're saying.
I said I'm here for a consultation, doctor. I came from downstairs.
Have a seat. Have a seat. Does he smell like alcohol? Does he stink like alcohol? This is like a little Howard Stern-ish bit, you know?
Hi, Dr. Rogers. Pleasure to meet you,
Damn,
sir.
that voice,
Nice to meet you,
man.
too.
That's a powerful voice.
How are you, handsome? Oh my goodness, he's even better looking than you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I went to him.
He went this game. Oh, thank God. Please fix my friend.
He fixed me.
He's fixed.
He fixed me.
He's just
Look.
healing now.
He fixed my fucking eye.
His eyes like not
Yeah.
like sinking into his head.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's still bloody and
I
stuff.
haven't
but-
seen it look like this.
in 5 years or some shit.
Dr.
Right, you
Rogers,
did it.
you kill it. Now
Yeah.
fix me.
Yeah. Well, you don't need any fixing. Look
Promise?
at you.
Well,
Okay.
he's on a
Dr. Rogers, don't flirt with
he's
me.
on a shit ton of Ozempic.
I only took
yeah.
it twice. Seriously, don't let him fool you. I lost 55 pounds in 2 months. Took it twice. Now I haven't taken it since. But let's talk about you, Dr. Rogers.
Okay.
I've heard a lot about you.
All right. Really?
I've heard that you're kill it in the transgender operation. You
I already
kill
asked
all-
him what he does with the penises. You can't have one.
He's interested. He's very interested. He's over this lifestyle. He told me he's ready for a new one. How about let's get down to the nitty gritty.
gay,
You've
bro.
done the most fabulous tits. I looked at all your Instagram posts. You
Okay.
are killing it, doctor. Seriously, how much do you charge for those things?
For a boob job? Probably
don't
20K, right? Is that or
Yeah,
for you
probably-
like 40,
pro-
right?
Probably
Him, how
more.
much? He's looking to get the whole operation really done.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing.
He's-
Oh boy,
yeah,
I don't know.
he's
That's a lot to do.
No, I'm not looking. I'm getting no surgeries done ever again. If I have the option to, I'll never get surgeries ever again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
I actually don't know how much I charge because I have my staff do it for me. I don't
He's
want to
like,
think about.
I don't even look at the bills. I don't look at nothing.
How many boob jobs you do in a day?
No, well, like I said though, I do mine are all revisions, so they
Oh,
take
okay.
longer because usually they're all messed up and you have to kind of start from scratch.
He's where they take
He's
the.
a superhero.
Yeah.
He's literal
Yeah,
Superman.
he's where
Like-
they take their botched up boobs and he fixes them.
Oh my God. So yeah, since I'm female to male, you should fix mine.
And that's not true. I don't know what's going on
It's not
downstairs. I've
true.
never seen it, but
He's
he's
the one.
got the deepest voice I've ever heard in my life.
Oh
So
my goodness. Okay, wait, Dr. Rogers, can you tell me like what's the craziest thing? Have you already asked him like what's the craziest operation you've ever had to do where you were like, babe, I can't do this shit. You've got to get out.
that's a
of here.
good question. No, I haven't asked
Like,
him that.
what, have you
I
seen
mean-
one where you're like, you're like telling your partner, you're like, I can't do this, or you're gonna get this one
Yeah.
over here.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of weird stuff. I did have someone come in once with infected butt implants, and she didn't want them out. There was like they were literally had a hole. I could see the implant, and they're draining. And I'm like, these have to come out. She's like, no, I don't want. I'm like,
Would we
They
know
gotta
who
come
they
out.
were?
sorry.
Would we know who this person
No,
was?
I mean-
I heard a little accent there, but I don't want to dig and
Yeah.
pry because this is to help him in his
Yeah.
career, not
God,
to
no.
hurt him.
Not to mess it up.
No, I saw his Instagram. Like he's killing it. I asked his partner outside. I go, "How much do you charge for a facelift? My mom needs one of these. Seriously."
Yeah,
Are you looking?
that'd be a nice
Yeah.
gift
No, you're
if
right.
you weren't a piece of.
Oh.
Uh,
So what's this NAD situation?
I'm gonna be getting NAD. Just they
Do you
couldn't
know
find
what that's
veins on
about?
me.
Yeah.
I know all about NAD. Yeah, I know all about every health thing that you could mention. And you want to talk hyperbaric chambers? My eye exploded in one last week.
Oh, what
Yeah.
happened there?
But it grew back. It's fixed. All right, real quick, I want to talk to you guys about AG1. And I'm excited, man. I've been traveling with AG1. I've been taking AG1 for the past 2-3 years, and I never even talk about it. But I'm excited that they're finally sponsoring the show. Kyle, you know that powder that I bring everywhere? That you guys call me, like, old, but, like, look at you with your vitamins and stuff? Yeah, I travel with it, and that's why I'm in better health than everybody that I know. I like to intermittent fast, so I take my vitamins in the morning. I don't really like dumping a bunch of pills in my mouth, so I'll make myself an AG1, no nausea, take off, go for a run. It's the best. It's the best. I don't want to travel without it. And now AG1 has leveled up with their AG1 Next Gen. This upgraded formula has been clinically shown to increase healthy gut bacteria by 10x. all for the same price of less than $3 per day. Now clinically backed with an upgraded formula. This is a perfect time to try AG1 if you haven't yet. I've been drinking AG1 for 3, 4, 5 years now, and I'm excited to be partnering with them finally. So subscribe today to try the next gen of AG1 for less than $3 per day. If you use my link, you'll also get a free gift with your first order. So make sure you check out drinkag1.com/JeffFM. That's drinkag1.com/JeffFM. I'm back, baby. I'm taking over. Everybody, all my enemies, you better watch out. I'm sorry to threaten people with you on the show here, Leif, but it's just a little light one. I'm coming for everything that I lost. Every opportunity I lost, I'm coming back to get that back.
We need him on GQ or something.
Who, me or Leif?
Oh,
Leif for sure.
He's been on probably.
He probably has, yeah.
Lord knows. You have family, you have kids, you have the whole situation. You're living the best white picket fence life. I already saw. I'm so jealous of you. You're killing it. I used to want to be a plastic surgeon when I was a young lad, but then I saw the actual
blood and cutting
the lipo. Yeah.
Is that this?
Anyway, that looks like lipo. I thought you were sawing off someone's leg. I'm not sure.
All of it. I saw it and I couldn't even deal looking at the blood. The blood literally makes me not okay. But how do you even deal? Does it ever splash
and you
on
also
your face?
you also come from money, and see,
this is where he gets dark.
Yeah.
You come from money and you didn't go to school. So
I graduated high school.
Okay, you have a high school diploma.
I'm a freshman in college.
But you're comparing yourself to a man that went to school for 10 years and been I was going to do that, but I see, I
How
just
long did it take you to get to where you are? The school
Don't
situation.
feel like it.
Well, it's 4 years of college, 4 years of med school, and then 8 years of residency.
So 16
years to be making that type of dough.
To be making your cash?
Yeah.
Ooh, do you have any colleagues that need a husband? I cook, I clean.
Possibly.
I could pay my own way.
All right, knock it off with that. Let's start some drama.
Okay.
Who's a girl that you think has had work done, or male that has had work done, that says no?
Says they haven't had work done.
Yes.
Well, honestly, shouts to Kylie Jenner and Stassi.
They just clean about
They're telling about all their shit. They're I've got this. I've got over the skin, under the skin, with the muscles.
That's the new trend.
Out the muscles.
Is to
Everyone's
be
saying what
completely
they're doing.
transparent.
Have you been seeing?
Yeah,
Everyone's
a little bit.
being really transparent.
That's good. It's good for my practice.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're killing it, but and they look the best. How you know it? They look fabulous. I don't know who did theirs, but they look great. Someone that has not come clean about their implants that should. How much filler do you have in your face?
I got half a fake face.
No. What about on this side?
Nothing.
Liar.
Did you do anything to my face other than the eye?
I know, but didn't 7Q Med Spa or something do it?
No, I don't do that shit.
Well, how much lip filler do you have, Jeff?
I would have to tell him before I go in that I have this in my face. Otherwise, the surgery can go wrong.
Schmippa, or not. What has he got in his face? Seriously,
he would be able to know.
He's got an implant in his eye. That's all I know about.
Did you just come from work?
I did. Yeah.
Yo, you're the biggest. He's the sickest.
Yeah. I'm so cool. Happy and lucky that I met you, Leif. And the opposite to you, Ari. I can't wait to move out of this building and move far away from you.
He stalked me here, right? He goes, oh my God, this guy Ari lives here. I gotta get there. I'm the biggest on the internet, by the way. I'm one of the biggest.
He's just in with he's in with all the Instagram models and stuff like that. So
he just wants me for my hot friends. How embarrassing. We need to get him a wife, seriously.
What hot friends are you talking about?
I have a couple that live in the building that you like.
That's not true. I don't like.
You have a crush on one that lives in the building.
How do you know?
Fine ass over there
because
too, or what?
Things.
Are you happy for me?
I can't believe you look that good.
Yeah, I'm excited to get these glasses off and get my life back.
Just get them off. Look at it.
No, because I don't want people talking shit because it's been 4 days. I know where I've been at in the past in 4 days, and it's been way worse than this. The eye was still stitched closed. Now it's open. I'm seeing, and I'm seeing good. I'm seeing better than I have ever in the past since the accident. So I'm already stoked, but I don't want to be too happy, and then it sinks back in.
No, it's not gonna happen. That's your doctor.
Have you ever seen anything
like this?
Yeah, I have. But the problem with him is it wasn't fixed right away. If it had been fixed from the very beginning properly, then we wouldn't have this whole saga.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm so happy to see that eye so open. It's actually so insane.
Yeah, because it was really bad the past.
It was in behind your head. You look like the Substance.
I was gonna cut. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I was gonna come down to your house and just right in your kitchen.
Oh, no. I would have done it first if I saw that in my fucking living
Shoot
room.
it first. Yeah, I was in bad shape, but thank you, Leif, for fixing me up. Thank you, Ari, for coming by and asking him those hard-hitting questions.
Listen, I do my best, and I hope you have the best rest of your interview.
For little kids out there that want to get to where you're at, do something with their lives, save people, make people feel better. Where does that come from? Where does that motivation come from?
Well, I think it's honestly it comes from a lot of places for different people. For me, it came from a desire to help people and to be creative together. So, I mean, a lot of ways to do that, but it's the idea of being able to work on somebody, change the way they look was just such a fun thing for me.
Yeah.
So, we're all human beings are selfishly motivated to some degree, right? We all want to do things that make us feel good, whether it's,
what makes you feel good? Having
that?
A drink at 12 noon.
Yeah, well, that for some people,
No, sorry, what time is it?
From
It's
Mother
Saturday.
Teresa,
It's
it's
Saturday.
helping
Yeah.
people, right?
Yeah.
Tuesday.
What do
It's
you want me to
helping
do on a
people.
Saturday? I'm unemployed. I'm a student. I'm going to med school like Dr. Rogers. I want to be a doctor one day. That's my
Yeah.
dream.
Okay. Hold on. Is this like the podcast building? It's like everybody in this building on a podcast?
Oh, yeah, we're the biggest. It's called Jeff FM Studios.
There are several influencers that live here, but I'm out of here. I'm going back to my roots, New York.
Ah,
And
excellent.
over there, there's a bunch of, it's
everywhere.
yeah.
It's everywhere now.
Jeff needs to get married.
Yeah, I need to get married.
He needs to.
You're married with 2 kids, three kids,
Three kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
13,
And you got
11,
chickens,
and 5. And I got chicken. I got
white
ducks
picket
too, by the
fence.
way. And we
Yeah.
got a rabbit, and we got a tortoise. We got all kinds of animals.
Stop it right now. I got
Perfect life.
horses. I got horses. I got goats. I got some chickens. I got ducks. I got a tortoise.
Do
A tortoise.
Do you have like a ranch?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
You've got to come. Westlake Village. It's so fabulous. You've got to come.
We're thinking of moving out there, actually.
You've got to listen to me right now. If you got to get Westlake Village, you need to be in Hidden Valley. Seriously.
Yeah. So wait, you actually have a ranch in Hidden Valley?
Yeah. It's the biggest. It's the best.
I told you.
Amazing.
He comes
We're
from
looking
big money.
Well, if your neighbor wants to sell a property or something, there's like nothing for sale out there.
No, you need to move to what's it called? What's the neighborhood across the street?
Oh,
Why
sure,
not?
Sherwood.
Of course, you need to move to Sherwood Country Club. Are
I don't
you
want
kidding?
all those rules. You can't have chickens there.
Yes, you can.
Not if you're within the actual HOA.
You can. We'll figure it out.
Sacrifice those chickens.
We'll help you out. We'll help him out.
Make a few chicken parms.
Yeah, no. Don't say that about his children. That's disgusting.
Are you attached to them like dogs?
I got 30 of them, so it's not. Really.
Oh, 30 chickens is...
Dr. Rogers
Yeah.
is the biggest.
Yeah.
Damn, 30 chickens is a lot of chickens to take care of.
No, they're actually pretty easy. There's a little taken care of, but it's not like a dog. You don't have to walk them or anything.
Do you have dogs?
We have a little multi-poo.
Stop it.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny. It's my wife likes the little dogs. I grew up with big dogs.
Oh, I saw a photo of your wife. She looks so fabulous. She looks blonde, killing it, like so gorgeous. Shout out to her, seriously. You need someone that fabulous.
So, would you ever consider putting your kids in martial art?
Yes, I think it's a great thing to know. I mean, yeah, so you can defend yourself, feel like you don't have to be intimidated by anybody.
What if they were in competition? Would you consider juicing them up a little bit because you got some extra sauce, special sauce, TRT? Hit them with some...
Not while they're growing. It's not good for them.
When they're like 20 above?
I think low dose testosterone for young people
If your
is not
son's
the
going in a
worst thing.
cage to fight?
It's actually, I met a guy who did that to his very, very young son.
I met a guy too. He used to come in the barbershop.
This kid is like a monster. He's like this big because I don't think he's going to grow anymore.
Yeah.
But he's like
It
jacked.
stunts your growth, but it makes
And he's
you...
like 11. I mean, he's like crazy.
Yeah, probably fight at 105 or something like that. Just fight little babies.
That's what's going to start going on Jeff FM. You know, the first time I came on here, they had a jar of Ozempic needles because the allegations of me came
We
out.
like to tease, but also we like to help people. You know, it's a weird
I
thing.
think everyone deserves it, and I think everyone needs to go to him to get it because...
We get the...
Yeah, I mean, it changes lives. It does. I mean, but you do want to make sure you have someone managing you just in case.
Yeah.
You
You
know?
need somebody managing it. You can't just shoot it randomly.
You shouldn't. No, I mean, most
You're
people
going to
away
get fat again. That's the thing.
Not
and
I.
then you're going to have to... Then you're going to
change
be
your
like...
lifestyle,
I was 225,
and now you're what?
180.
Wow.
But I was 164 when I was the happiest, which was not very healthy.
No.
So then I got to 170, and I was like, yo, this is killer. I feel amazing. And then I was like, I'm a little too skinny. 180, I feel immaculate. But I need to be like... But I need to work out. I need to, like, you know, not be awful.
But you look good. You don't look unhealthy. I mean, too skinny looks.
Really?
Yeah, no, you look good.
God, that's such a blessing.
Yeah,
to
we
hear.
just
Yeah.
looked at Scott Disick, and he's looking rough.
Don't make fun of Scott. He's a good guy.
I love Scott, but it looks like the picture they pulled up, they decided to pull up, his eyes were real sucked.
Oh my
in.
God, who is that?
Oh, as a child.
Oh.
Wow.
No,
It's going to be my kid.
Can you get me fat to show doctor, please?
Huh?
Can you show him me fat? Because it was really scary.
Yeah, I'll find it.
I was
Jesus.
really massive.
He's really making this.
Yeah, no.
220's not that big. You're tall.
I'm only 6 feet tall. You shouldn't be with 225 at 6 feet with 0% muscle in your body. Jeff used to call me fat every single day. He saw me. How rude.
Not true. I don't do that. I don't care about people's weights as long as you're happy. But you weren't happy,
I
so
was so miserable, doctor. It was Ms.
I've done weight loss series.
Is this happening?
Just pull up Jack Black.
Not that. Not a Reddit of someone going, Ari fat. Look, they're laughing. This is awful. Get it off the screen. This is just disrespectful.
Wait, you're on Reddit for
Oh
how
my
fat you are?
God, Ari
my God,
podcast are fat shamers. Look, did you see his mouth?
Click on it. It's
Yeah, this is what I was worried about putting you guys together, because this is such a prestige episode. I get to have Dr. Leif Rogers on.
Oh my God, look how amazing I am there.
You're good there.
Wait. This isn't the right one, guys. No, I'm beautiful there.
Yeah, babe, don't you think it's kind of rude that you guys keep commenting?
See what I mean? He's a drama
chins?
queen.
Because when I look down, I have fucking chins.
Sorry,
Everyone
doctor.
has chins. All you bitches behind your screens talking about my chins on cancel when I look amazing.
Yeah.
Kinda amazing.
See, he's
Fuck you guys. Literally.
Are you saying you're heavy there though? You're not heavy there.
Oh no,
You're
I
good
was
there.
210 there.
Oh.
Oh yes.
But you doing that? Your face looks good.
Oh, listen, that angle.
There
Camera
you go.
angles be killing it. You know all the fatties are good on the internet because they could just go.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
So I usually have to gain fat to get the surgery, but this time I just got fat for no reason. So because they didn't have to cut my stomach open, so I just gained I gained a little fat for the surgery. But this time,
Yeah, because the other guy was using injecting fat to try to.
So I thought
push
I would
the
have
eye
my
out.
stomach cut open now, like all this stuff.
Did you already ask him how he did that to your eye?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you already did
What do you
that,
mean?
okay. Because I want to know, like,
ask
how
him.
did you? Because, like, seriously,
How do
like,
you get behind the eye?
no, because look, that thing was like here.
Yeah.
Now it's like
Is it-
you look incredible. I can't even tell which one.
No way. Stop it. There's
Not
blood all
really,
in this
yeah,
one. It's
yeah.
leaking
But
blood.
seriously,
Say, got some in your eye. That's pretty.
Yeah.
You've been rubbing it too much.
I have been.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
so you make an incision inside, right, inside the underneath, and you kind of go underneath the whole thing, right, and you basically just dissect it around until you find the stuff that needs to come out. And there was definitely
There's a lot of stuff that needed to
in it.
come out, and there's also stuff that needed to go in.
So you make a big space for it, and the implant itself looked almost like a saddle, but it was pretty big.
Yeah, I saved one. You had two of them.
Right.
You
And that
made-
one I actually whittled down because I couldn't get it in. And then I realized there was still other foreign body in there that I didn't know was in there. So when I got that out,
God damn, it's like a body. I just had all this crap in my eye from different surgeries over the years.
and so no other doctor was able to catch what you were able to pull out, or is that what it was?
well, as far as I know, there's only two of us that was working on. The other guy was using different techniques that I don't particularly like, but
They were using techniques from the 20s. Now, this is new tech, 3D technology, 3D printing technology. They scanned with his CT scan. They took my good side and put it in my bad side. He made me an eye socket out of 3D printing materials. It's crazy tech. Who knows what they'll think of next? But I never gave up on trying to get surgeries. I was about to. And
Proud of you.
Knuckles, thank you.
the problem with that, his blowout was so significant. They call it a blowout fracture.
Oh, that was like a
'Cause your
triple, quadruple blowout.
Orbital explodes. So your eye is made to, obviously your eye's fragile, and your eye socket's paper thin, and it's made to explode if you get hit bad here, so your eye doesn't pop. So my eye disintegrated, my eye socket disintegrated. So I just had the eyeball, and it was floating around in there, nothing holding it in place for 5 years.
Yeah.
And now finally there's like a 3D printed thing that's holding it in
And
place.
you made that.
Well, I didn't whittle it by hand,
But
but I
you were
had
the
it
one
made.
that did it.
Yeah, we had it made and
He's
I put it
the
in.
biggest.
But
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I just say the other guy's techniques, I'm sure, were great for him. He's an oculoplastic
Right.
surgeon. I'm sure he knows what he's doing, but it just didn't work for him.
He saved
It
my
kept
life. He
falling
saved my
in.
vision. I can't be mad at that guy ever. He was
Yeah.
the best. Also, but he was an interesting guy, and I'll never blame him for anything. He did actually put my face together when it was at its worst. Like I was on the on the metal bed there. They had cut everything off me. They told me that I had to get plates in my face. I was like, can I not do the plates? And they were like, yeah, if you want to look like Mr. Potato Head, because my face, I hadn't seen it, you know, and it was just all like sagging down. My face was just smashed in, just caved in. So then he went in and pulled it all out. And
the problem though was the holes were so big, all the stuff he kept putting just kept sinking. So it's like
sinking his head, like
into his sinuses,
septum, like down my nose.
Into a hole.
They had to go in, cut in here behind my teeth. Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Look at me. When you open your eyes, you're opening both of your eyes. That's crazy.
It's only gonna get better from here.
That's what he was saying out there. I was asking him questions. Your colleague, employee, whatever it may be. I was asking him, and he was like, "Oh no, he's good. He's about to be done. He's about to be healthy. He's about to be.
I'm about to be myself again. I can't wait because I was really I was hanging on by a thread with my career, with everything. I was about to give up all this shit.
You're killing it. You could see. You're killing. Like you could see everything.
I could see everything. I could fucking destroy a room full of bad guys like John Wick.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, and my vision's back too, so I could, you know, see if somebody's coming to attack me.
See, when
from
you
behind.
open both eyes, that's crazy. They're both open the same.
Yeah. And all this swelling's got to go down still, like all around it. That's why I didn't want to show it too soon, but I want to give people like a big reveal, you know, like I do with my haircuts.
Yeah. This is,
like,
I mean,
look, you know, the eye's good.
4 days after surgery. 4 days.
It's been 4 days.
Oh, look, that's when they go in there.
This is when Rogers had us in the operating room back in November.
This is when we used the bone paste, which didn't work out. It would have worked great if he didn't react to it. He just
everybody's
swelled.
body is different.
Yeah.
This is you doing that?
Yeah.
Dr. Rogers went, yo, you guys want to see inside his head real quick?
Go to his feet. You can see his
See, this is why I couldn't put none of this shit in the documentary, but it's like, you know, oh, this is the new one?
What is that?
No. That was back in November.
So that's
the
the
paste.
bone paste. So there's this bone paste that's actually I use a lot for other stuff, and it works great. But I've never seen anyone react to like he did. His face swelled up, like got all puffy from it. And it's obviously from this, because now it's gone, and his swelling's he's got less swelling now than he did before surgery.
Yeah. Or the tour, the stresses of tour, you know, going out there having to see my audience.
He was killing it. He had to go and make all the girls go,
I mean, they do that when I walk out and don't do anything yet. But
even with the eyes shut.
We still have shows coming up. We're doing a show in Vegas, Arizona, and then Texas. 3 spots.
Which
Houston,
one in Vegas?
Austin.
I've got to be there.
June 25th.
Do you want to come to that?
Absolutely.
Oh, sick.
Remember when I said the last time, guys, if you guys don't buy tickets to the tour, bad things happen to your parents. Not Dr. Rogers did not say that.
Yeah, Leif. I don't think Leif could make it, so don't start putting out person.
Not him. He helped you. No, he's the most blessed.
Well, we'll be in Vegas. I'm probably not going to gamble. I've already gambled enough with my life.
Good.
I don't need to anymore. A little blackjack will be fun.
Blackjack swinging on cranes, very different, seriously. Except for maybe craps, same thing.
Okay. Great. Are you happy with everything? Is something you want to promote? I heard you have a podcast that you are starting yourself.
So we're starting up. We've been talking about this podcast for years. So finally we decided we're just going to do it.
Are you going to keep it juicy though? Are you going to expose people? Are you going to do stuff like that? Or is it just mostly medical?
No. I don't want it to be all about medical. We'll have some medical on there, but it's really the
current events. You're going to be talking.
It's really going to be like we're going to
build Waymo now.
We're going to meet interesting people like you. Who've done something extraordinary with their lives and figure out how they do it. Mm-hmm. You know, what makes you different or what makes you special? Are you happy? Are you not happy?
Yeah.
But it's just, you know, what are the little tricks in life to get what you're trying to get? How to succeed? Yeah. So in all different ways.
And you know, it may sound superficial because you know this is what gave me back myself and my confidence and my personality and happiness and all that. Like, it is my appearance, but it saved all those things. So I thank you. And I'm lucky to have friends like you and a doctor like you. Now get the fuck out. You ruined my episode with the doctor.
Don't be fucking rude. Seriously.
All right, hit that outro. Thank you guys. This is really good. I'm gonna inject that bag myself right now.
All right. Well, if you, we'll get that IV going. Yeah.